Hi everybody, this is Al Johnson, Mayor of St. Pete Beach, giving you a little update for what's going on in the city this week. As you can see, we're having our video done in the library, which means I need to talk a little bit quieter. But anyway, we really are getting a lot of people using this place now, and we do want to point out that they've got a puzzle section now where they can come in and you can swap puzzles out, and you go home, do them, put them back together, bring them back here, and get a new one. So you got a huge supply of puzzles. So come on and take a look at that. As we always do, we start with the COVID update, and there really isn't much to talk about. We're only getting weekly updates from the state data as well as the county, but the last that they did give us, which was days ago, said that we are still hanging in there at a 3 to 3.5% positivity ratio, but they are seeing the Delta variant that you've probably heard about. The big thing on everybody's mind is the red tide. It got blown in here from Hurricane Elsa, and we've got a problem basically on the intercoastal side with lots of dead fish in the water. The county's been incredibly supportive with fishing boats and everything else out there. And if you have a bunch of fish around your dock that need to be cleaned up, you need to call Mandy Edmonds at the city. Her number is 363-9246. And she actually texts the people on the boats and lets them know where they've got to go next to pick up big accumulations of dead fish. So she's been, really responsive to that. So, and we got to thank the county again for all they've done on that. Bringing us dumpsters, all kinds of things. From what I've seen, I think the last number, which is a couple of days ago, the county has pulled 676 tons of fish out of the intercoastal and the beaches. So, and I don't think that includes several hundred tons that Mayor Kreisman has removed from the bay side of St. Petersburg. So it's a real big problem. But we're working with it as best we can, and I'm hoping that sooner or later it's going to go away. The commission has been working on several things. We've got a microtransit ordinance that's coming to us, I believe, in the next couple of weeks. We need to do something to get around the proliferation of electric scooters, e-bikes, and things like that. There's got to be restrictions to make sure that those aren't used where there's a lot of people. We don't want them riding up and down the sidewalks because they do go fairly fast and they can hurt somebody. So we're going to be working on that shortly. We also got the parking has been totally changed around so that we're actually going to where beach stickers won't be necessary anymore. We've got automatic readers on our parking enforcement people. So what they do is they can go by in a car and it reads the license plates and actually determines whether somebody's got a beach sticker or not, a resident. So those are going to go away eventually. So if you're one of those that puts them every year on the back window of your car and you like to have a string of a dozen of them or so, I'm afraid that's going to stop. So the other thing you need to do is download the ParkSmart app. It's ParkSmart SPB. Go on the App Store, you can find it on there, and it really works well. It shows you where open places are, what places are actually on an individual basis, what parking places are available and what aren't, and it's real time. All the sensors, I think all the parking spots south of the Don Cesar have been equipped with sensors, so that it all shows up on there. The construction is going along. The sewer system is still ahead of schedule. We hope to be we'll be off to Gulf Boulevard by early September, probably we're hoping Labor Day. And we still will be working out there on the west side. There's 4 new lift stations going in, and the big stuff has been put in that required closure of that southbound slow lane, but the electrical still have to be done, and that may require a little bit of barricading in around that lane going southbound because they're on the west side by the resorts. They're actually at 44th, 50th, 54th, and 58th Avenues. So before those going in there, and then once we get those in, we're going to have to put trenches across to the new main. So that's going to take a lane out too in certain places, but it's not going to be like it is now. And you'll be able to turn into Bella Vista, and all that kind of stuff will be gone as soon as we finish that up, which looks like it's going to be around Labor Day. Anyway, we don't really have a lot of events going on right now. we have the usual markets. The Pass-A-Grill craft fair is going on Saturdays, and then Sundays we've continued the Sunday morning market in Corey Avenue, and that is going to go all summer as opposed to just during the season, and it's going to be from 9 a.m. till 1 in the afternoon. So we won't be doing a video next week. I'll be out of town, and so will our videographer. One thing we are going to do is have the rest of our commission participate in this, so they can come in and give you a little bit about their area as well as an update on the whole city, because we are all commissioners for the whole city, even though 4 of us were elected by certain areas. So expect some different faces on these. We're still going to continue to do them, and everybody seems to enjoy getting the information. So anyway, thanks so much for listening. I appreciate it, and have a good next week.